Every time I cook rice, it either ends up dry, mushy, or burnt. Help!
Guys, quiet, it's starting.
What's going on, everybody? Rob here with 12 Baskets Ministry. Today we have one of the ministry workers helping, who also happens to be one of my children, Judah. Today we're going to be dealing with one of the basic ingredients on our list, rice. A lot of people don't know how to cook rice. It either ends up burnt or hard or too squishy or whatever. So we're going to teach you how to cook rice today.
Okay, so it's important to note that all of the tools that we're going to be using in this video were already covered in our basic tools list. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out this card right here. You can go over that in that video, then come back to watch this one. Okay, also, something to point out. Have you ever cooked rice before?
No.
Never cooked rice before at all. So, we're going to teach him how to cook rice in this video. He's going to be the one doing it. I'm not touching it. So if he can cook rice, you can cook rice. Let's get to it. Okay, so if we're going to be cooking rice, we have to know how much we're going to cook. So the first thing we're going to do is get something to measure. We'll get a measuring cup. What?
That's not in your basic tools list.
What are you talking about?
It's not in your basic tools list.
Okay, you're right. That's okay. I can fix this. Watch this. Haha, what do you think of that? Here, you can wear that. You're not supposed to drop it. Anyway, okay, so after we have something to measure it in, the first step really is to rinse it after we've got it. So we're going to need something to strain it out. So we'll take a strainer, and then what?
That's not in your basic tools list either.
Fine. You're right. That's okay. I can fix this too. Watch this. Bam. Now what do you think? You want to wear this one?
No, but the holes are too big for the rice.
You know what? You're right.
Here, I got this one.
Okay. That was fast. Okay. Well, yeah, cool. So what we can do is take the colander and put the coffee filter in it. Yeah, once we get the rice in there, that'll work. All right. Cool.
Okay, so here we go. Judah's got the rice that we're going to be cooking, and he's got all the tools that he's going to need. We're just going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab a pair of scissors to open up the bag. And if you don't have scissors, obviously you can use anything, but go ahead and open up the bag, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the cup to measure.
Ooh.
Okay, so after you clean up the rice that you spill, or rather hopefully you don't spill it, basically what you do with long grain white rice is you just take 1 part rice to 2 parts water. So that's why it doesn't really matter if you have a measuring cup. So go ahead and fill that cup to the top with the rice. Alright, there you go. Okay, alright, put it in the bowl. Alright.
Goodness. Still some rice.
Alright, set that stuff off to the side. Okay, go ahead and put the rice in the colander. You see we've got 4 different coffee filters in there. And if you don't have coffee filters, you can use either paper towels or napkins. You can actually just put them in your hands and rinse it that way. Or one other trick you could do is just poke some holes in the bag of the rice and rinse through it that way. Go ahead and use cold water and rinse the rice off, because that's going to get rid of a lot of the starch. Now when you use coffee filters, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer than if you did actually have a strainer to use, but you can see how cloudy that water is. You want the water to run clear, so just kind of move your hands around in there. Kind of lift the rice up a little bit, agitate it some, get it rinsed off. That way we at least get rid of some of the starch, and we can continue on from there.
Hit the like button so other people can see more of our videos, and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when our videos come out.
Now that we're finally done rinsing the rice, we're going to go ahead and start cooking it. 1 part rice to 2 parts water. So go ahead and put the rice in the pot. Okay, and then you're going to fill up that cup 2 times with cold water. All right, so we've got the water in the pot with the rice. Go ahead and turn it to just below high. All right. So now that we've got the heat turned on, go ahead and give it a quick stir. Once all the way around should be fine. And then we're just going to wait for it to boil, and then we'll move on to the next step. And now we can see that the water is boiling, so go ahead and put the lid on. And then after the lid is fully on, turn it to a simmer, so that's going to be the lowest setting. Okay, and now we leave that lid on and do not touch it at all for the next 20 minutes. Okay, it has been 20 minutes, so take it off the burner.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Okay. You could have set it on a different burner, but that's fine. Turn the other burner off. Turn the timer off. Okay, and now we're going to let it sit, still covered, don't touch the lid, for 5 minutes to let it continue to steam. What?
Oh no.
Alright, time is up. How do you think you did?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so let's take the lid off, and then you're going to fluff it with a fork just a little bit. So stick the fork in there and just really loosely kind of stir it up and get some air back in it. Hopefully, anybody watching this is not going to spill as much as you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the fork and we're going to test it. So let's see.
No.
Looks pretty good. Doesn't look like it's sticking too much. Definitely hot. Not soggy. Not hard. Perfectly cooked rice. Moment of truth. He's going to test his own rice. Aside from being hot, how is it?
Tastes like rice.
Is it hard? Is it gooey? Alright then. Good job.
There it is. That's how you deal with rice, one of the first ingredients that we have on our basic ingredients list.
If you want to see more things on our basic ingredients list, check out this video right here.
That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless.